All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate our Schoology page for Algebra 2. First off, you could navigate this by scrolling down and accessing all of this by different topics and things below, but I just don't like the way that Schoology sets that up. So I created this top page here with all these different buttons that will bring you to everything that you're going to need. So let's start with the calendar. Now when you click on that calendar, what it's going to do is it's going to bring you to a page that's going to have the calendar for the week. So that's going to be really important that you stay up to date, know what you're going to be doing for every single day. I would highly recommend having some kind of an agenda that you keep at home, maybe on your desk, that you just write down for all your classes what you're doing each day and what your assignments are going to be for each day. So to help you navigate that, that's what this is all about. So what's in white is going to be what you do during class time. Now, class time is going to be looking different for some of you guys, and there's a separate video that I have for that, but just to kind of give you a summary, everybody is going to be, for your class period, you're going to be showing up in class, whether you're face-to-face or online. So if you're in my 4th hour class, you would come and show up, obviously in person if you're face-to-face that day. Otherwise, if you're a hybrid or AVA student, you will still show up online during that fourth period time slot. And so on Monday, September 14th, during that time, we're going to be going over lesson 1-1, day 1. Every lesson is broken up into 2 days. And so lesson 1-1, day 1, we would go over any questions you would have from that video. So you are going to watch the video at home independently, separately. So I will never be teaching an actual lesson in class. Everybody, whether you're hybrid in person, hybrid online, or AVA student, everybody will be watching the homework assignments independently at home and taking notes on that while you watch it. So we'll talk more about that here in a few minutes. But when you show up for class, then we will go over any questions that you have from the video. We'll do a warm-up activity. And then after the warm-up activity, the rest of the hour will be for you to work on your homework assignment, or the assignment, I should say, for that lesson. There should be no reason why you will not get that assignment done during class. That is the way this class has been designed, that you watch the videos independently, work in class on your assignment. So in that way, if you're in person, you'll be able to get questions answered, and I'll talk more about how you'll get questions answered if you're not in person. But that is what we're going to be doing in class. And then at home, you will do what's in gray. By the way, what's in white would be your attendance-based assignment if you're working from home. And there's a separate video that I have that goes over all those details, so you want to make sure you watch that, and you'll know what to do if something happens and you miss that attendance-based assignment. But then that evening, after doing 1-1 in class, lesson 1-1, day 1 in class, that evening then you'll do day 2 video. You'll watch the lesson 1-1, day 2 video from home, so in that way you come to class prepared the next day, ready to go over any questions you might have from that and to work on that assignment. So Tuesday, so you don't always have to watch a video. So Tuesday, there's no video to watch. You're just going to finish any homework assignments that you have. If you got them done, great. Tuesday evening, you don't have any work to do. Then on Wednesday, so every Wednesday is going to be where either A, in this case, at the beginning of a chapter, you're not going to have any homework assignments due. But starting the next week, that is when your homework assignments would be due, and that's also when we'll be taking quizzes every single Wednesday. So we call those lesson quizzes. But this Wednesday, September 16th, you would just watch the next video for the next lesson, lesson 1.2, day 1. And then when you come to class on Thursday, we'll go over any questions you have from that. And then you can see what happens as we continue the week. After you get done, if you want to go back to the original page with all those buttons, click over here where it says Materials. And that's where you're going to access, like I said, all these other resources. So now that we know what we're supposed to do this week, then we can go to the videos. So if I click on that button, it will bring us to all those videos that we were just mentioning. So if you're supposed to watch 1-1, day 1 video, you click on this button, and it goes to the link for that video. Okay, and there I am. So then if you want to go back to the materials, click on that button. Now the notes. It is not required that you print out the notes, but if you want to print out the notes, you can. So this is all of chapter 1 or lesson 1-1 for both day 1 and day 2. So there's 5 sections that we're going to be doing. We're going to skip lesson 1-3. But these are all the notes that you would need. If you want to print those out, you can. Some of you guys have tablets where you can write on the screen, so you can use that as that's one option that you could use. Go back to our materials. Now you are asked to have a TI-84, TI-84 Plus, TI-84 Silver. There's all sorts of different options. I believe they're under $100. So we ask that you have those, because if you have that, that's a calculator that you're going to be able to use all through high school and even college. You can use them on the MCA test. You can use them on AP exams. You can use them on ACT tests. So any exam you have, you'll be able to use that TI-84 on. So please purchase one. If you haven't purchased one yet, or if you order one on Amazon and you need one in class, this is a graphing calculator that you can use as an alternative. Now to get there, it's kind of tricky. So when you click on this button, just go ahead and click on where it says enter your name, click guess, go ahead and click start here. You're not actually going to do this test, but this is a little workaround where now you can access this TI-84 graphing calculator. That's just like the one that you would purchase. So that's how you access a calculator. And yes, we can leave that page. Warm-up activities. Now, if you are in class, I will be printing out these warm-up activities and have those provided for you. If you are a hybrid student working online that day, or if you're an AVA student working online, you can print these out from home and follow along and do these while we work on them in class. And it's still loading up, but here it is. So again, I would highly recommend printing those out, because you'll see sometimes we're going to have graphs and things, so having those graphs on paper in front of you will make that a lot easier. Okay, so now let's talk about these buttons down here. So if you're a hybrid student working online one day, this is the link you're going to use to jump online and join us virtually during your scheduled class time. Again, it does not have to be during the entire class time, but it is going to be at the start. So it's the start of 4th period, start of 5th period, 7th period, whatever hour you have me for. You would click on this if you're a hybrid student. And it would go directly to the Google Meet. You just want to make sure that you sign in, that you use the account that you have registered for the school. Don't use your personal one. If you're an AVA student, this is where you're going to access your classwork. So again, that's where you're going to join the class virtually during your scheduled class period. And lastly, if you want to meet with me online for my office hours virtually, you'll come here. And the reason why it doesn't go directly to the link is I want to remind you that I'm only available Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 3:15 to 3:45. If you try to come in outside of those office hours, it's not going to work. So then let's click on here. You'll be able to join me again virtually through that Google Meet. So that is our Schoology page. So hopefully that answers some questions that you might have in regards to how to access some of that useful and important content. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and that would be in my syllabus here.